Hi, I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig, and Callie and I are currently out here in the California desert. This is maybe a little bit of an odd place to be wearing ski or snowboard outer layers. However, it wasn't long ago that we were in the mountains behind us getting pummeled by a blizzard. We've been out here for about the last week, and we were kind of transitioning between Squaw and Mammoth. And in the last week, I think the official total has been anywhere from 793 feet to 814 feet, depending on who you talk to. It's been one of these absolutely crazy intense storm cycles. This has given me a great opportunity to test out the Ridge Infinity Shell jacket and the Ridge Infinity Shell bibs by Helly Hansen. To start with, I'm going to talk about the jacket first, and then I'll move to the bibs. Now, if you're only interested in the bibs, just go down to the timestamp below and you can find where I start talking about the bibs. Starting with the jacket, this is made with LIFA INFINITY, and this is a 50% recycled content and PFC-free DWR treatment on the exterior. It's also Helly Tech Construction, which is a waterproof, breathable, 3-layer material. What this means is that this is a top-of-the-line jacket, and it's going to keep you both dry and warm because it's breathing. This jacket is packed with a ton of different features that I personally love, not only for resort skiing, but if you're gonna go out into the backcountry, it's also a great option for that as well. If you're skiing or riding with a pack on, this is great because you can still access the pockets. Instead of zippers that run vertically, where the hip belt would cover up the zipper and you wouldn't actually be able to get it zipped or unzipped, you also have a chest pocket right here. This particular pocket's great because it's made with Primaloft aerogel, and that's a little bit of insulation. Helly calls it the life pocket. But this is a spot for your phone, and it's going to keep your phone just a little bit warmer, helping prevent it from dying as quickly in the cold. I can attest to it, and my phone doesn't have any problem sitting in there all day playing music and not dying on me, where if it was in maybe one of these lower pockets that's not insulated, within probably 4 or 5 hours, I'm down to about 20% on my phone. If you're resort skiing, it does have a pass pocket located here on the arm, making it extremely easy to just swipe it along the gate and get through no problem. The cuffs on the jacket are nice and large. I have no problem getting these over mittens or gloves. Also, it does have a nice Velcro closure, and these are quite large. So if you really need to seal them up and keep the gnar out, you're not gonna have any problem doing so. If you find yourself out on those warmer days, like Callie and I have had a couple of out here in California, you can get plenty of airflow with the pit zips. You can see with the pit zip down that they are quite large and allow a ton of airflow through the jacket. Let's move to the inside of the jacket. On the right side, I have a zippered pocket, and then just below that, I have a larger mesh pocket. This pocket's great if you have water that you want to keep a little bit warm, or if you're out in the backcountry, it's just large enough to fit your skins. Also on the bottom, you do have a POW skirt. I personally love wearing a POW skirt. Callie, not so much, but that makes or breaks a jacket for me. This one does include it. It's easy enough to close with just a couple buttons. On the hem of the jacket, you do have a little bit of adjustability with the draw cord, allowing you to get that perfect and precise fit. If you've ever had a problem with a hood getting in your way once it's on, you're not gonna find that in this jacket. This has the most adjustability that I've seen probably in any hood. It has 3 different points. I can pull back on the center of my head, which helps to bring the brim back a little bit. And then on the center of my neck, I can pull that, and that just kind of snugs everything up right here. And then on the very outside of the jacket, but on the front, I can pull these, and that brings the sides down and also more snug. So if you are wearing a helmet, you can easily get it up and around that helmet, and then it's not going to be in your way if you're turning your head. Now, I've also worn this without a helmet, and again, I can get that same precise fit because it really takes all of that material, snugs it all up, and gets it out of my peripheral vision, which is great. As far as sizing goes, this is a large. I am 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and I find that this is a great fit. It's awesome amount of length, and the arms are plenty long for me. Even when I lift them up, the jacket doesn't move too much, or if I go straight out, I still have plenty of length again along my arms. All right, with the jacket done, let's move on to the bibs. Like the jacket, the Ridge Infinity Shell bibs are also made with that LIFA Infinity technology. 50% recycled face fabric and PFC-free DWR treatment on the exterior. These are waterproof and breathable, giving you the protection that you need no matter what environment you find yourself in. I personally love wearing bibs, especially on the POW days, because it almost eliminates all chances of any snow getting down my pants, especially because I telly, if I go over my tips, I'm staying dry. There are a couple notable features to talk about with these bibs. Down low on my thighs, I have two exterior pockets. This one is a zippered closure, and on this side it's just Velcro. So there's not any type of zipper there. With that, I've still found that it stays dry. Even again in the POW, if I've got my knee down and I have a ton of snow going up my leg, somehow I have been surprised, but I have not gotten any snow in it. Now, if you need that 100% security, this is the side to go with. For me, I don't put my phone in any of these pockets here because when I go and drop my knee and the material tightens up around my thigh, it's just a little bit annoying. I can feel my phone in there. So I always keep it in my jacket. It's a little bit more comfortable. But if you don't have that issue, or maybe you're putting something else in there, you have that option. It's also very easy to get to. So if you're touring in the backcountry and maybe you do want your phone there, easy enough to grab some photos, it's nice because you have that option. They're also plenty big. Up top, you have what I call the kangaroo pocket. Now this is accessible from both sides with a vertical zipper, and this goes all the way through to this side. This is a great spot that I found for bars, such as a Cliff Bar or Power Bar or something like that, because it stays warm with my core heat. If you're out touring or just at the resort, maybe it's a warmer day, you have a couple different options for airflow. On the left side, you have a large vertical vent that opens up. And then on the right side, this is also how you get the bibs on, but you can see the zipper goes all the way to the top and below my knee. So if you need to open that guy up a ton, you definitely can. Again, that's going to allow a ton of airflow through. Since we're talking about this zipper, this is also how you get the bibs on and off. Now, when I first got them, I found that it was a little bit cumbersome to get the bibs on because of how they actually go on. So you have this one large zipper right here. You step into the bibs this direction, but then you have your straps right here. And I was always getting them caught over my head and twisted and stuff. Once I figured out a system, it became much easier. But what I really want to touch on is the reasoning behind this is because how they go on means that you can unzip the bibs down this direction, and if you need to go to the bathroom, you can do that without having to take the bibs off. It's always annoying if you go into the bathrooms and you have to pull your bibs off, the jacket comes off, then the bibs are on the floor, it's all disgusting in the guy's bathroom. Anyways, we don't need to go deep into this subject, but yes, it's very easy to use the bathroom. Everything stays clean. The bib straps are also sewn in, so you don't have a bunch of bulky straps or buckles or anything like that up front, which is great for a pack. Now, since we're on the bathroom, I will talk about the fly here in the front. These are a sample. I don't know if it's going to be different in the actual bibs, but I can say that on the front, the fly is very small. I'm not going to go in depth on this, but it's just a small fly. If it was maybe 2 inches longer, that would make a world of difference. That's what she said. Okay, enough about going to the bathroom. We're moving on. On the bottom of the bibs, there is a lot of protection built in around the cuff. So if you're a skier, you're not going to cut these very easily. I've been skiing in them all winter and I have yet to have any cuts on them. And then on the inside, you also have a snow gaiter. So again, if you're out there in the deepest of POW, you're not getting any snow coming up into the bibs from the bottom. Last thing I want to touch on is sizing. I'm 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and these fit like a glove. So right now you can see that I have a slightly insulated layer on, and this just has insulation right in the core of my body here. And with that, the bibs are a nice snug fit. I've also worn a full puffy jacket, not like a giant puffy, but what I would say is a minimal puffy. And again, it easily fits that puffy. I feel like these were made specifically for my body type, and I don't have any complaints on the fit. If you guys have any questions about the Ridge Infinity Shell bibs or the Ridge Infinity Shell jacket, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and we will get back to you. Also, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe. Now, Callie and I are affiliates for Helly Hansen, so if you do buy any of these pieces or any of their gear through our links, we do receive a slight kickback. If you're curious as to where we are or how much snow we're skiing, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Adventure Rig. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig.